And we are live, I believe. Let me just double check. Chat's coming in just fine, so I think we're good. Yep. Welcome everybody. Let me just make sure everything is going as planned. Let me mute my copy of the stream so I don't have really awkward repetitiveness. Let me get all that junk figured out. And we will be good to go. Welcome everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me here tonight on this wonderful Saturday evening, November 16th. Where is the time going? And can I catch it, please? How are you guys tonight? I hope you're all doing well. I'm sorry, I'm having some tech issues right now. My headphones broke apart the minute I started this stream, so I am currently duct taping my headphones together like a total nerd. You know, like the weird stereotype that like they'll hold their glasses will break and they'll hold them together with tape. I just did that. but with my headphones. So we're just gonna put those down. Bad time for me to have tech issues. Welcome. It's me, hey. How's it going? Hope you guys are all well. Since Joe's coming back in 2025, will you redo Emma using her? I'm not sure. Probably not. But I mean, it would be a pretty simple custom, right? Yeah, we got some pretty crazy reveals today, didn't we? I'm still reeling from Bye Bye Car. I didn't watch the news video. I don't watch his stuff usually. I think it mainly came from Docket, right? I don't usually watch his videos. But people over on my server were posting it, and I was fully convinced everybody was posting Bye Bye Car just to troll me. I genuinely thought it was some sort of elaborate prank on me from my viewers. But believe it or not, that's legit, man. That's crazy. Oh, it's gonna be an honor to retire the Bye Bye to Your Wallet car joke. Can you do a Bye 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 parody but with Bye Bye Car? I cannot confirm or deny that that's in the works. Hooray, Ty's wallet is safe. Crazy. How are you doing right now? I'm doing pretty well. I just turned in a school assignment that was really stressing me out, so happy to kind of unwind here. Well, Grem was inevitable. To me, Bye Bye Car is easily the highlight. Grem was inevitable now that we saw Acer. I'm also very happy that we got confirmation that Race to the Rescue is the Radiator Springs cars as rescue vehicles. I think that was pretty obvious. I think we all knew that. I called that. I'm sure many other people did as well. I don't like having another expanded universe line in the main line. It's getting a little crowded. Stuff from all three movies and On the Road and the Cars tunes and the GRC and that. Like, that's a bit much. But I'm not going to complain about new expanded universe Radiator Springs variants, especially if they're inspired by the ones that we see on Atomica 2. You know, that would be a pretty unique concept there. That's something we've seen before in Cars merchandise. Making Cars characters into emergency vehicles is a thing that's very common in merchandise. We've seen it in Atomica, in the mini adventures, and the mini racers, and books. I'm kind of surprised it took Mattel this long to get to it. For whatever reason, it's a very popular thing. Yeah, no, these are all the different ties that we have currently, except for the time I tried to remake one. Yeah, it's always nice to see expanded universe Radiator Springs cars for sure. This is the original 2017 tie. This is the Cars Adventures tie, who's actually in between repaints. Yeah, well, the rescue vehicles, I reported on that. We had some leaked mini racers called Race to the Rescue. I talked about that a few weeks ago, so it was pretty much expected on my end, but obviously not everybody knew about that. Yeah, Bye Bye Car is coming back for 2025. Very obscure background character from Tokyo Mater who goes for $100, so. You know, she is stupidly expensive. Are you gonna make a golden tie custom? I've been asked that several times. I mean, the original tie is actually gold from Cars Adventures. Looking at this, my gold paint is a much more dull gold than the one in the profile picture, so it's not going to look as good. I would love to do a gold tie custom. I'll probably do it as a mini because I don't have any duplicate McQueens right now, but we'll have to see. So this is Cars Adventures tie, who's actually incomplete right now. I started repainting him on a stream a few years ago and just never finished it. That's Pity Cart tie when we did the Pity Cart story in Cars Adventures. That's regular tie or avatar tie, profile picture tie. And this is Lightning Cup tie. That first tie is just like a different character. Yeah, in early Cars Adventures, completely different mold. There was actually a storyline where Ty got repainted. Are there any more tuners you want to add to Yojimbo's gang and keep seeing Chisaki on my stores? Well, Chisaki is around, right? She's doing the Route 66 dash right now. I don't really have any plans for other customs for the Yojimbo gang. I guess now I got to figure out what to do when I get Bye Bye Car, right? But I don't think she'll be associated with that. We'll have to see. Originally, Dragon McQueen was going to be part of it. The China variant of Dragon McQueen Rowan sent me. But I ended up liking it so much that I didn't do it. I ended up liking the China variant so much that I decided to keep it in my collection and not repaint it. The Yojimbo arc has some more seasons left in it. Excuse me, sorry. Oh my gosh. After this season wraps up, it's going to be a little bit until we follow up on the Yojimbo stuff. You'll see what I mean when the rest of the season comes out towards in the next week or so. But we'll have to see. Somebody actually paid once. I saw a comment saying to get someone to do decals for the tie custom. The tie customs, I mean, literally there's not much to it. It's literally just tie, and the tie writing is not typed. It's literally hand done. so this is about as accurate as we'll get, honestly. But I did see somebody commission a customizer to make it once, and I thought that was funny. What's been your favorite 2024 purchase? I've gotten the best deals I've ever gotten this year. Probably the haul I got from the Guests-11, or the time I found Precision Series Sheriff for $36. Anyway, I'm not going to be alone for this stream. I actually have a couple of guests lined up this time. We're trying something new with the guests for this stream. Instead of doing all of the callers at once, we're going to be bringing them on one by one. Some of these are people that you'll know from past streams. Some of them are people joining streams for the first time. So I'm very excited for the people we have here today. How many cars do I have to... Sorry, are we back? Oh, there we go. How many cars do I have to review? About 20 right now. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get them done in time for 25 days suggestions. Looks like they're going to be bleeding into post-Christmas or maybe into early 2025. But that's all right. It's a lot of items, but I'm really happy to have reviews to fall back on basically every day. That's always really nice. Now, if you're keeping up very closely with my schedule, you'll know that Project 10K video was supposed to be out today. It's the next part of my canceled project series. Unfortunately, I had a final due a few days ago already. In mid-November, I had a final project, which was like a 20-minute video I had to put together, and that took up all of my time. So while I do have a half hour of the canceled projects video recorded, which I think is most of it, I am going to need a bit more time. I'm trying to figure out what to do. If I play my cards right, I could get it out tomorrow or Monday. But I might swap its place with a different video that won't take as long to make. But we'll have to see. I wanted to do this video. I wanted to do this live stream last week, actually. But I wanted to sort of celebrate hitting 10K on stream. If I couldn't get the Project 10K video out today, then I still wanted to do something. 10,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh. 10,000 subscriber special adjacent. And with all that said and done, I'd like to welcome our first guest here today. It's a very unique one. You may have to you may have to excuse me a bit. It may or may not be a frog. I'd like to introduce you all to Calypso the Poison Frog. You may know him from the recent Cars randomness for his incredible puppetry skills. But just don't tell him that they're puppets. Just be aware that you are in fact talking to an anthropomorphic frog. Welcome everybody, friend of Mucktown Funk, Calypso. Scream.
Hey, yeah.
Wow. Hey, I know that guy.
I know that guy too.
Wow.
Your microphone quality sounds very good. It sounds like you're recording on a pair of headphones that you tape together with duct tape, kind of like how a nerd puts together their glasses.
I'm actually not wearing those anymore, because if I did, then the audience wouldn't be able to hear you. But thank you.
Well, that makes a bit more sense. Hi everyone, my name is Calypso. I am a strawberry poison frog, and I got together my buddies to record some stuff for you for the last Cars randomness episode.
I don't usually talk about my analytics, but I want to take a minute to say that according to my YouTube analytics, when you with the segment with the deflated McQueen that you made is the most replayed part of that video.
Really?
Yeah, it's doing pretty well.
I gotta say, I'm not sure if that's particularly is there like way more people, because I myself have clicked on the video and like rewatched that clip several times with Fred.
Yeah, that's what I wonder too when I rewatch my stuff. I'm like, is that just me? Because I thought this part was really funny.
That might be it, but if other people liked it, I'm very happy that they did. And yeah, we're going to be doing a lot more stuff, all of us.
Great. We're actually working on a video for Uptown Funk. You've already sent your parts from Uptown Funk. That was
I've had my parts done for months.
Yeah. That's my bad. My good friend Uptown Funk hasn't posted since October.
Where is he? Do you think he went out looking for Fletcher Bird?
I think he may have gone out looking for Fletcher Bird. That's an option. I also think that he really wanted to track down his tiger poster. That might be it.
Oh, for the special price of $19.95?
Yeah, that. I think he was after that.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe if you go into Timmy's Treats, you'll find Fletcher Bird and a tiger poster on the wall.
That would be great. I really hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you on for roughly like 20 to 30 minutes. I have a few guests lined up, so
Yeah.
if you would like to take this time to read the entire script of The Muppets Great Gatsby, then go for it.
Where is the?
Have you ever heard of that? I think Marina told me about it.
Is that some fan thing?
Yeah,
Because
so
that didn't appear in Muppet canceled movies, A Henson History.
yeah. That video is like single-handedly the reason why Mupptown Funk exists. I watched it, I was like, that's a really good Muppet video, I should do that.
Yeah, I've seen it several times.
I rewatched
Mostly
it
at
recently,
home,
it's
but
so good.
sometimes at work.
I was told by Marina on a stream once that there is a fan fiction out there called Muppet Great Gatsby that's a full-fledged, like, written-out, scripted musical that is that, and she suggested that we read it on live stream on Mupptown Funk someday.
Oh my gosh. Well, we should do that on Mupptown Funk, not on T-Tour Reviews Time.
Yeah.
We need to find Mupptown Funk before we do that.
Exactly. I think he's been kidnapped, personally. I think Tai 2 kidnapped him.
I keep forgetting that Tai 2 exists.
Me too. If you go to my channel and you go to my other channels section, for some reason Tai 2 is in front of Mupptown Funk.
Is that just because you forgot to remove it?
It's not that I forgot to remove it. It's just that it's the one that's more closely tied to this channel. I think that's why. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
The stupid meme videos on there, I think are genuinely still pretty funny. There was some good editing that went into those.
Cool.
Except for the ones that didn't do well. Those suck.
They're only good if they did.
They're only good if they did well. What do you think happened to Mystery Racer Adventures?
I think it did very well, but somebody went back in time and got rid of a bunch of people's computers. A bunch of people's computers broke at the time so that it could no longer do well because he just could not live. Whoever this mysterious time traveler is, they just could not live in a timeline where Mystery Racer did well.
I think that time traveler was Tai 2.
It might have been.
It might have
Tai
been.
2.
It very well may have been. Tai 2 is the
gosh.
villain.
Do you think Tai 2 is your evil clone? Like, because I saw an ad by Doug Walker. And
yeah.
It started with him saying, "If you're like me, then you're my clone, and you've escaped.
Yeah.
Come home, Doug number 2. Come home."
I forget what review that was in, but that's one of the funniest ad reads he's done. It may very well, we may have come out of the same cloning facility. Somebody asked.
I feel like there's got to be some lore between you and Tai 2 and Doug Walker and Doug number 2 from this ad. But I'll have to look through all of the Nostalgia Critic videos that I've...
It's definitely one I've seen several times. Ty, are you planning on making a video on these cool reveals? There are a lot of good ones, but, I mean, somebody else already did a news video on them. Maybe I will, but I feel it would be I didn't watch the video, but I know it was announced. I could definitely do a my thoughts, but it would just be my take on news we already know. I could wait until their image is out, but I know I'll at the very least talk about Bye Bye Car.
The fact that Bye Bye Car is returning is absolutely wild. I would have never thought that she would return of all cars.
I can't. I'm really having a hard time wrapping my head around that one.
Yeah.
No, there's no packaging for it. No, there are no images yet.
It's going to be Thailand. Thailand is always the superior country, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't really like how their Cayenne turned out. I don't like the smaller eyes on her, but with a car like Bye Bye Car, it doesn't really matter to me.
I want the Cayenne so badly.
It does look good.
Because I personally, when I got the Cars Diecast Encyclopedia,
yeah,
I thought that Cayenne looked way more appealing than Bye Bye Car personally.
I actually don't really like the design of Bye Bye Car. I think the car model, I don't really like it. I much prefer Chell and Cayenne. Bye Bye Car is just a meme on the channel. It's a Hello Kitty parody, which nobody ever addresses.
It's a meme. You fooled me.
You know, it's nobody. I don't think anybody ever acknowledges that it's totally a parody of Hello Kitty.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, the car on the side is a Hello Kitty parody, and it's called Bye Bye Car.
Yep, that's definitely what it is.
I mean,
just this morning, while Max had the TV on and America Says or something was playing. I don't know, some game show that old people watch.
Right.
And it was like it was saying list yes or no if any of these things have a smile, and one of the things was Hello Kitty, and the contestant said yes.
She doesn't have a mouth.
Yeah, she doesn't have a mouth. I was thinking, you fool, did you not remember that Hello Kitty has no mouth?
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect. Oh, I swear that has to be real. I do remember seeing the cornucopia on the Fruit of the Loom logo.
Mandela Kitty.
Mandela Kitty. Can I have that be the parody of Hello Kitty in my videos? Because I want my videos to not break copyright law, so I want to make a bunch of parodies.
That would be so funny. You should take a page out of I have a long history of making really bad parody names of things, like in the comics that I write. I've done it so many times. I have a Minecraft world with Robin, and every animal we have is I give it a really bad, legally distinct celebrity pun name. I have a pet parrot that I named Parrots Hilton. I have a pig that I named Oscar Oinkzik.
Oh my gosh!
And I recently got a camel that I named Camela Cabello.
Oh my gosh!
I'm very proud of this.
This is like freaking BoJack Horseman or something, where sometimes celebrities appear as anthropomorphic animals and they give them pun names.
Yeah, I'm very proud of these.
I wish that more actual anthropomorphic animals were celebrities instead of just the freaking Muppets.
It's like how the Muppets have a weird long history of turning female celebrities into sheep. They've done that like 5 times.
I don't doubt that. I was telling my friend about the what was that machine called?
Vendaface?
Yeah, the Vendaface. I was just telling my friend about that today, and she was absolutely baffled that I didn't just make that up.
I've gotten requests to do... Ty, please make Lawrence Fishburne. Oh my gosh. You're right. I got a fish today when we were playing. I should. I've gotten actually multiple requests for Vendaface.
There's not much to say about.
There are like 2 segments. For those of you who don't know, Vendaface was like a 2-time character in the Muppet Show.
No, it was 4 times.
Was it? Oh my gosh!
It appeared 3 times as Vendaface and once as Vendawish.
Right. Yeah, it was like a fortune teller on point. And people would. I just remember the time where the guy goes up and like he wants to be taller and it crushes him and like makes his neck really tall. I remember that one. I grew up on the. Welcome, Aaron. I grew up on the season 3 Muppet Show DVD. That was actually the first Muppet Show I watched.
Me too.
So I think Vendaface was in that season.
I never saw Vendaface. I never was able to watch the entire 3rd season of the Muppet Show because by the time I'd watched a few episodes, I couldn't get through it all because I had to return the DVD to the video store.
I got it as a gift when I graduated the 3rd grade. The 1st grade. Okay, so
you should have gotten season 1 for the first.
Yeah, I think season 3 was the one that was out at that time. So according to the Muppet Wiki, all of the Vendaface appearances are actually in season 1, back to back to back.
Yep.
And then Vendawish is in season 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Originally, according to the wiki, the team just wanted to use it 1 time, but David Laser said, this is a stupid idea to spend this much money on a puppet and only use it 1 time, so that's why they used it 4 times.
But it's weird that they were back to back to back across 3 episodes.
They wanted to get rid of it.
My introduction to the Muppets was Good Luck Charlie. What an absolute legend. That's like the best Disney Channel sitcom. Literally, fight me. My house quotes that show daily.
Oh my gosh. What a legend. You had a good childhood, my friend.
You had taste. Beniface to me is just kind of like the talking houses. The talking houses make me deeply uncomfortable.
It's not clear if the talking houses are like small, puppet-sized houses or if they're huge.
Where did they go? What? Because they like stopped appearing after the first season of the Muppet Show.
I think one of the Muppet Show comics.
I have all the Muppet Show comics, and they show them.
Talking houses are just next to the Muppet Theater.
That's pretty solid.
But yeah, they were probably demolished because everyone got sick of their jokes. Oh my gosh, that implies that Fozzie's jokes are good enough in order to keep him alive.
It's like how they wrote Wayne and Wanda off of the Muppet Show, allegedly.
Oh.
And they came back in season 4. I don't know, I'd rather have a Frozen 2 channel instead. Yeah, where's my Frozen 2 channel?
Yes.
We should all go play Frost Toss together.
How did I sniff? How am I able to sniff? I don't have a nose.
That's gonna be the 11K subscriber special. I posted a picture on my channel a few weeks ago of a mannequin in my Target that was wearing a Spider-Man hat and a Lightning McQueen backpack and a white button-up shirt. I regret to inform everybody watching that the next week he was already no longer wearing that. Favorite Disney Channel sitcom was Zack and Cody. Obviously, objectively one of the best ones. But
wasn't that show ruined by a sequel or something?
They go on a boat. We don't talk about that one.
Yeah, I was wondering. I never watched any of these shows.
So yeah, so it stopped. How do you lose a woman? I have for emergency purposes. I fully have that clip saved on my phone, and I send it to people. There's a scene in a Sweet Life episode where Mr. Mosby, who runs the hotel, they lose like a Japanese opera singer who's performing, and he goes, "How do you lose a woman?" And Cody goes, "You forget to cherish her." And it's so funny. It's so funny.
That show sounds wild.
Oh my god. So, yeah, so the Discord server is public. The link is on it's somewhere in my community page. I'm sorry, I don't post it very often.
Yeah.
So
if it wasn't for making that public, we would have never been able to talk.
Yeah, that's how we got Calypso here. Definitely did not smuggle him from the Muppet Theater. So
I'm not part of the Muppets.
He's legally distinct.
Yeah, because the Muppets are a group of performers that Disney owns the name rights to.
What are they? What's the legally distinct Muppet name in your series?
I don't have a legally distinct Muppet name. Because I've seen other shows with a bunch of talking animals, like the Toppets or the Quacketeers. Mm-hmm. But most of them are like Fluppet or Tuppet or
Eureka's Castle,
something like that. They just changed the first letter. And yeah, I'm not gonna do that because I don't consider myself in a group of people. I'm just Calypso.
Yeah. But you would join the cast of Eureka's Castle if you got the chance, right?
Yeah, I would.
I've never seen that show. I know nothing about it other than there are puppets in it. So
me neither, but I would totally join another group of puppets.
So yeah, so they're no longer wearing that McQueen backpack and Spider-Man hat. Thoroughly disappointing. But somebody did comment, Ty, you need to wear this, and I responded, 11K, question mark.
You have to do it. You have, for the 11K, for Project 11.
Project 11K.
Steal that mannequin and bring it home and put your own Lightning McQueen shirt on it.
Because YouTube, I'm still at 10,000. I'm at 10,094 currently. So we're almost at 10,100. So
No, you need to do it at 10,095.
That's one subscriber away. I don't have time. Everybody unsubscribe. Come. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Yeah. How do you think I felt when I walked by and that was not there? Thoroughly disappointed.
After that happened, my life was never the same. I just sulked through the store trying to find the frickin' brand of berry punch juice that I drink.
I walked past the pop-up display for the Wicked movie. All of the dolls are gone. I wonder why.
Oh, I wonder why.
I don't think we can talk about that here.
We don't need to talk about that, do we? Thanks, Mattel. You're a great toy company.
Wowie. Did you hear? Okay, so the best story I've heard in the last week. Let me just take a moment. Let me take a moment and talk about this. On November 6th, in like North Carolina or something, I'm just on a website and I see an article has popped up that 43 monkeys have escaped a research facility. 43 monkeys. So naturally I'm into it, and my dad starts looking it up, and we learned that it was somebody's first day on the job. And they left the door open, and 43 monkeys got out.
Is this the Simpsons hit and run mission in real life?
I proceed to tell this to basically everybody that I know. I'm texting it to my friends. I think I sent it to Robin even. They've captured all of them except maybe 6 or 7 at this point. It's just a shame there's no video footage of it, because that would be so funny to watch them all run out.
You can play the Simpsons hit and run. The mission Monkey See, Monkey Do is literally just this.
I've been watching. I have only ever watched one episode of The Simpsons in full. Guess which one it is. You have like 800 options.
It's 22 short films about Springfield.
Unfortunately not.
What?
No.
What is it then?
It's Cape Fear or Camp Fear, whatever the.
Oh, Cape Fear.
I had to watch it for a school assignment, but I've been watching a ton of like.
One time, while I was in a health class or something, I had to watch King Size Homer.
A warning against gaining weight.
A warning against becoming obese.
That's insane.
Clearly, if you've looked at me in the video, you know that I have not taken that to heart.
So I watched it.
What did you think?
And I liked it, but the Cars 4 leak is completely fake. I'm not gonna bring this up again.
Oh my gosh!
Can we please not?
Hi. I need to take this time to thank you for the Cars. I think that was in the Mini Racers video. Thank you so much for calling out all those Cars rumor people.
It was in the Cars book club. Yeah, the alleged poll that leaked it.
Club.
The poll that allegedly leaked it was from a website that on the website says this is a fan site not associated with Disney at all. Somebody has since gone out and contacted Jay Ward, who was in charge of the Cars franchise, and he said, no, this isn't real.
Okay, good.
You know, I was going to make a video on it, but I don't want to be promoting people who are spreading misinformation.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm surrounded by idiots. Yeah. Sometimes.
I'm just so happy that in the Ties Cars book club episode you called out those people. Thank you so much for doing that. It really brought a smile to my face while I was working cleaning up the classrooms at the school. That's my job, by the way. Yeah, imagine that. Picture that.
Aaron has just told me to look at my Discord, and he sent me a t-shirt with a picture of K-Pillar Derev on it. I should wear that. That should be my go-to outfit from now on.
What if you got a shirt with a picture of Hot Rod Steve Purcell on it?
You know, here's the plan. If I ever make merch, there's one product I want to make. One product. Two, technically. I want to make a jacket. I want to make a hoodie that's like black and blue with a 129 and stuff. And then for a limited time, I'm gonna sell the Hot Rod hoodie, which will be the exact same, but it has purple flames on it.
Heck yeah, that would be
That's
the greatest
that's my
hoodie ever.
genius product idea.
As long as you could sell it in animal sizes, so I could buy one.
I want a little Fillmore plush. See, I legally can't do things that involve the Cars franchise. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can't.
I could do my own legally distinct art. I have a legally distinct tie drawing that I use for stuff where I legally can't use car stuff.
You posted it in that server.
Yeah, I'm in a career pathways class where I have to do like business stuff, and I'm just using my channel to make it easier, and I made it there.
Would you still want a puppet of that tie design as a little monster?
Right. I mean, we all know that's my real identity.
Yeah, if you took off your first, you take off your human suit, and then
Obviously.
you take off your lizard suit, then we'd see that underneath you're just a blue little monster with like a black top of a head.
Obviously. What are you more interested in, Captain America or the Thunderbolts? The Thunderbolts movie comes out on my birthday, and I couldn't be more disappointed. Not long ago, the next Avengers movie was supposed to come out on my birthday, and now it's literally C-tier Marvel characters, the movie. Captain America 4 looks good, though. I don't think I'm gonna see the Thunderbolts movie opening night. It's my birthday. Let me have a good birthday.
You know what? What'll make my birthday good? If they stop making Marvel movies.
There we go.
Just stop. You should have stopped 5 years ago. Nobody wants Marvel movies anymore. At least not MCU ones.
I'm strongly in the camp that we should have ended at Endgame, and that was a really hot take when I said it 5 years ago. But now, look where we are now.
I personally never watched Marvel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Superhero things don't really appeal to me. That's probably a hot take.
That's fine.
But I feel like it's gone on too long.
Well, if you were paying attention to stuff coming out, then you would know that's completely true, and a lot of people are tired.
Like that Endgame should have been the end. There shouldn't have been more. Like that's the of having like I saw this video once. Somebody was comparing movies to campfire stories, and like after everything wraps up so nicely, somebody wouldn't say, "Tell me more stories." Like what happened after that? They would say, "Tell me a new story with different characters." Because there's nothing else you could do with those characters. They're all complete.
Hey, Bucky isn't C tier. You're right.
Corporation can keep making money. Forget about those Muppets. Who cares about them?
Yeah.
You could fire a couple of them.
Yeah,
I
no.
hope the Muppets break free. I hope they break free from Disney someday.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry about Bucky. Bucky's not C tier. Everyone else is, though. Nobody wanted to see Black Widow's dad again, where the joke is that he has a foreign accent and is overweight.
That's the whole joke?
That's like I thought we were doing things funnier than Russian fat man. Health classes are going to start showing you a footage of a Red Guardian from the MCU.
Oh, no. Go back to playing king-size Homer.
That's the most random thing. I want to take a home ec class and be shown 22 short films about Springfield just to be taught how to make steamed hams.
I think I saw a comment about how someone went to church and they played Bart Sells His Soul.
That episode is pretty deep.
Yeah. They never play anything after 2000, I think.
Yeah, no, there has been a lot of solid stuff after Endgame for sure. Guardians 3, the Spider-Man movies, etc. I'm fine with it not being the ending, but the direction things are in currently is a little. My concern is now when do you end? Because you're not gonna hit a high as Endgame was, and if you just keep going, it's gonna, you know. So that's kind
Yeah.
of my concern.
Although, even in cases like Marvel, I'm of the belief that just because a golden era is over does not mean everything after it is automatically bad. I think there
Oh, for
are
sure.
still.
That's
Like,
only
there's
true if you're
still.
talking about DC.
Oh, yeah, DC.
DC more like don't care. Wow, that was a good one.
Oh yeah, you really knocked that one out of the park, Ty.
Thank you.
That was the greatest. That was the greatest roast. I can already feel my legs burning up into fried frog legs from hearing that one.
Remember when we used to say burn instead of roast? Why did that?
No.
Why did that change? You used to say like, "Oh, sick burn, bro. Dank meme there." Then you would show them a picture of that boy. Welcome to 2016. How may I help you?
Oh my gosh, I actually thought about riding a unicycle at some point.
Actually, actively the worst. Let me tell you something. 2016 to 18 was the worst time to ever be in middle school, okay? That was when liking rice gum was cool. I had to live with those people.
What?
And I didn't get any of it. I was out of the loop back then.
That. So they made gum out of rice in that time? That sounds disgusting.
It was like the prime of what's his face, iDubbbz before everyone got mad at iDubbbz for disowning
I
past
think I
iDubbbz.
remember this from one of your past streams. Is rice gum a person?
Yeah.
I legitimately thought you were talking about gum, like chewing gum made out of rice. That's legitimately what I thought. That's how out of the loop I am. In some ways, I consider myself lucky.
Yeah. The MCU will only be peak again when Christian Bale Batman shows up with Darth Vader and Invincible. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Disney can make it happen.
I mean, how do you guys think I felt in 2016? How was I supposed to know what a rice gum was? Your name is what?
Wait, is that someone's actual name or is that their?
That was his username.
Okay.
About to name my firstborn child Rice Gum.
I don't know what I would name my firstborn child because I'm not having any children.
Calypso 2. A Calypsic Boogaloo.
Yes, I would call my son Calypso number 2.
Calypso 2, the second Calypso. Calypso again. Calypso Most Wanted.
Yes. The great Calypso.
The great Calypso Takes Manhattan. You just named me Calypso Swamp Years.
Yes. I would certainly name my child Swamp Years. And that is something that I never want done about. Like, I know Kermit and I are very different people, very different frogs.
Right.
But I would never allow anyone to make up their own past about my life because I don't freaking know what happened in my past. I don't know who my parents are, and frankly, none of that matters. The people that I live with now are my family. That's it. That's the end. You don't need to go and give me any freaking biological parents. That's not happening. If anyone tries to do that, I'm vetoing it down.
Does Kermit have biological parents? Imagine coming to my stream out of context and not understanding. Imagine coming to this live stream out of context and hearing this. This is Calypso. He's a poison dart frog. That's strawberry poison frog.
I am a strawberry poison frog. And yes, that is my final say. Thank you for coming to my and include my TED talk.
I feel like Endgame was more of an end to the original 6 Avengers. That's a good way to look at it for sure. Okay, I'm gonna get a new guest on in a few minutes. I'm gonna give us 5 more minutes here.
All right, start the timer now.
Okay.
Well, it was an honor being on this with
You have 5 minutes. Save that for the last 30 seconds.
But yeah, that's pretty much how I would want that to go. I don't expect to go to Hollywood for anything more than a cordial visit again.
Which extra cars do you still have? I think most of the ones from my collection video last year. I don't think I've painted any. In fact, if you look at my last one, my last collection video, like the new car is in there. I did have to remake his beard though.
The new car? Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if I told you this in DM's time, but
Well, you told me you wanted to do a remake called Calypso and the New Frog.
yes, I want to do that, but I would only consider doing it if you voiced the narrator.
Oh, I can do that, sure.
Oh my gosh.
I forget the voice I used for...
You didn't. I don't think you used a voice. I think you just talked.
I kind of used a voice.
Okay, well, you can go rewatch that.
I don't know. I guess it was kind of a voice. There's one thing that I did miss actually. When Mater says he's a bully, there's actually a box at the top of the page that says earlier. Earlier, he's a bully, and then later McQueen goes like, I saw him hitting Luigi earlier. Earlier, it says later, Mater says he's a bully, and then earlier, I saw him hitting Luigi earlier.
Oh my.
That was by far my favorite shot in the entire video when he hits Luigi. That took so many. I have so many takes of that.
I don't know how I'm gonna pull that off. Like, should I have my head touch someone or should I have my arm touch someone?
Well, you are playing the dual role of Calypso and the new frog, right? You two.
Yes, I am.
So
I will just be putting on that mustache and putting on that shirt that I got at New York Comic Con 2022 to promote the Super Mario Brothers movie.
So it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to make sure you two aren't on.
Well, I have an app on my phone, and I
Okay.
shoot everything on my phone, so I could do like a double shot.
I did that once as a kid with my Grover puppet. Shout out my Grover.
Gosh.
I gotta go into the puppets I owned as a kid. I've gotta go into it. I still have all of them in storage. I had a Bert, who I think might actually be a golf club topper upon further inspection.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, is that rubber? Like, is that the Grover puppet from the 70s?
No, they were I forget the year. They're like maybe about 2006. I had a Grover, a Bert, and a full body Elmo.
All right.
I would later get a Gonzo, and I also have the Whatnot kit, the orange one.
Cool.
Although
Wish
one
I
of
could get-
the blonde wig never worked. It was just like a ring of yellow feathers.
Man. Well, one of the things that I did when I told Felicia about this, because I was telling her about this idea, and when I showed her the video, she loved that there were 2 flows.
Welcome, Rusty's 95. Continue, sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, she loved that there were 2 flows, so I'm gonna use the V-Clone app to put 2 fridge in one shot. For the new frog video, but
This
yeah.
is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2.
What a guy that new car was. I got so many requests to put him in Cars Adventures and
In Cars Adventures, and I
don't think I will. I think he's too special.
The Headlight Zone finale. It was probably one of my favorite videos.
Oh, I love that. I did that with a sore throat. I was fully sick when I recorded the Headlight Zone finale.
That is even more impressive. That makes the video even more impressive. I like it more now that you were able to power through being sick in order to complete that.
It was probably not good for my health.
But you power through. Just like when Mo fell off the ladder and the Three Stooges broke all his ribs, but he still finished the shot before passing out.
I have a lot of alternate takes from that Headlight Zone episode, which I usually don't, but there were a lot of things I cut. I had a completely different Cars Adventures sketch where it was just a fake episode I made up. And I also had when I do errors and inconsistencies, I had a line making fun of errors and inconsistencies, and I thought it was a little mean. I also have a lot of bloopers. There are a few alternate takes in the scene of me talking with Sterling that I didn't do.
A lot of the stuff that I filmed, like the thing with Fred and the deflated McQueen, that had a ton of alternate takes too. But I can't remember why I filmed so many takes of them.
What is the McQueen?
That's the same McQueen that I sent in your server. That is actually the McQueen that it's like an inflatable Wii accessory.
Right.
That fit the Wii remote in the wheel.
Can it be inflated or is it broken? Like,
we can inflate it, but it does have a hole in it. So,
oh, okay.
No, yeah, it's broken. I want to find out where that hole is so I can fix it because I love that thing.
Okay, well, it's unfortunately been 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to step out for a minute before bringing my next guest on. If you'd like to say goodbye, I'd like you to specifically do it by quoting the hit Owl City song, When Will I See You Again?
When can I see you again? Oh, 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 when can we do this again? Oh,
you gotta do this.
Oh.
This is how I should make everyone sign off.
Yes, you should, but seriously, it's been an honor. Hi, I cannot wait for all of the new videos to come out. Congratulations on 10,000 subscribers, and I can't wait for Muptown Funk to become the bigger channel.
Oh, it's only a matter of time. We know that Muptown Funk will be. We know Muptown Funk will become the supreme ruler of
another
YouTube.
Muptown Funk video, and who knows, maybe even when the Planes video comes out, you'll see a little cameo in there too.
I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Thank you. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, no problem.
Calypso, everybody. Okay, guys, I have to step out for just a second. I will be right back. Call me Palpatine, because somehow I returned. I'm back. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's crazy. You guys thought I would leave the stream running and never return, huh? Aggressively types. Yeah, I've always been told that I type very violently. Everyone's typing in Lightning McQueen speed. Yeah, see? Alright. I'm now being joined. Wow, that's a really... Why is the Discord ringtone so loud right now? Okay. We'll get our next guest ready. Have you ordered the 2024 Advent Calendar? I actually was lucky enough to find it at a local toy store, so I do have it. I'm not a fan of this year's Advent Calendar, but yeah. Now I'd like you to welcome to the stage Eduardo Aguero. Do I ever say your last name right, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you started saying it. I think you called me Aguero once, and it was really funny, but hello everybody, is YouTube Cool back again. It's funny, because, YouTube Cool is kind of my username, but I just love my channel as Eduardo Aguero. I kind of prefer it, because, it's my channel, like, I can like it being named after me.
I have a long life of my last name being said wrong, so I am very sorry. As we all know, my last name is Muptown Funk. Welcome. You may know Eduardo from such hit classics as My Comments and My Server and The Last Cars Randomness. Are you noticing a pattern with the guests today? And also the narration for Cars Adventures Last Christmas Season.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. I think that was my first time being on the channel as a guest star, narrating the Red Meeker episode, which I was very happy to do. I remember being kind of embarrassed that I ended up I made the narration sound way too intimidating because I thought I was gonna open with decks, big decks. I mean, so
I don't remember how it opened, but yeah, this year's calendar is pretty lame. I think we were all a little silly in thinking that, like, last year's calendar, every single piece was a new piece. I think we were all a little silly and unrealistic in thinking that this year's calendar wouldn't just be the calendar from last year with a few changes. I got it purely for that holiday sheriff. I think that's really cool. This is technically the first ever variant for mini sheriff.
Oh shoot! I didn't even realize that. I haven't paid attention to minis. I only bought minis nowadays because they made Professor Z, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And they also had Tie-Dye Fillmore, which is like the only. Actually, no, they made unique minis, but like Tie-Dye Fillmore is the only one they've had out recently. All the other ones were collecting minis. I went ever since 2017 without collecting minis. It was crazy. Like seven.
When are you gonna make the Grover and Mr. Johnson outside of the restaurant video? I'm not really sure. Muptown Funk has actually been missing.
Yeah, it's a shame. Muptown Funk went out of action. Muptown Funk must be found at all costs.
Yeah, I don't know where he is. I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous. The server is invite only, I believe. The link is somewhere. Yeah, we talked about the Race to the Rescue line a little earlier in the stream. I'm trying not to repeat topics because it's
Re-release, make Rescue Squad Mater as a mini racer, you cowards.
I mean, the thing is, like, we whenever news comes out, I'm always asked about news by like 5 separate people. So.
Yeah.
No, I know you just joined. I'm just saying. I'm trying not to repeat topics. Yeah. So.
Yes, the Nile is dead. That was one of the funnest projects ever.
Yeah, all right, Muptown Funk. I don't know where that guy is. I'm not sure if he's doing the outside of Charlie's restaurant video. I'm honestly not sure. There is another ranking video in the works, but there's also just some other content over there in the works. That wacky Muptown Funk's always up to something, that guy.
Yeah.
If only we knew his real identity.
You know who we do know the real identity of? This is a totally clean segue. Sharps with spinning propellers.
Yeah.
That's his full legal
Yeah, we know his
name.
full legal name now. That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember when I first got him, I was like, wait, Sharps with spinning propeller? Why is he labeled like that? Why do Plains characters like always have to have like a tagline?
The fact that
Like,
the Plains diecasts had, I know I've said this before. I don't know if I've just said it in the server, or if I've also said it in videos, but it's so insane to me that the Plains diecast line had to constantly advertise the fact that the propellers spun. Like, of course they do. Did you expect them to not?
well, maybe if you're busy books. I actually have my theory. My theory as to why they did that with Sharps is because, okay, so I'm pretty sure Sharps is the only Plains of One Deluxe they made. And all the other ones had, like, cool play features.
Yeah.
Like, Dipper had those, like, scoops, and Blade had his voice. What is Sharps, like, the only other play feature he has is his landing gear, but, like, that's also something the Plains diecast has.
That's something they did a lot.
So, like...
I mean, they didn't all need a gimmick, but when the rest of them have gimmicks and you don't, then I guess that's yeah, because Little Dipper had the weird little scoop things, like you said. Windlifter had his entire tank removable. Blade Ranger actually didn't have his play feature labeled in the name.
Yeah. Actually, hold on. Let me check. Okay.
I just checked.
Riker was Mark Riker with moving boom, right?
Okay, does he say that? But Windlifter, the funny thing to me is that Windlifter with sunglasses is also labeled as Windlifter with removable tank, and that's it.
Yeah, that's funny. For the variants. I think. Hold on. Let me check again. Yeah, Blade Ranger was just. Well, the card was down earlier today, which stank. It was because I was doing an edit earlier. It wasn't gold bye-bye car. I already did that one. Should have made that as a full edit. I don't think I did. Oh no, Blade Ranger doesn't. Okay, so
yeah, he doesn't.
Weirder Blade. Wait, hold on. Is this a European? Let me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just checking BDD, and they just have Blade Ranger labeled as Blade Ranger, but the rest have. Okay, well, actually, Blazing Blade Ranger, the picture they use for him says with working hoist. Oh, sorry, they actually use I'm on the Plains 2016 page. They actually use a European box for Blade Ranger, so he's labeled as Blade Ranger with working hoist.
Yeah, so they did label his. So with Sharps, it's just like he didn't really have. Sharps is cool though.
I like him.
I remember really wanting to use him in the video just because. I don't know. He's one of those ones I feel like people forget exists.
It's a really cool case of just a background Plains character that's a lot more unique than the other ones. I mean, he's better than my guy Yak Law. That's not a real name. Who does he think he is? Gonna name my firstborn child. Gonna name my firstborn child Yak Law.
Yak Law. He appears in Air Mater, so theoretically. No, I'm kidding. But I think he does appear in Air Mater. Prop Wash Junction Biplane. I mentioned him on the server a lot. He's another one. The background planes are always just fun to me. Just imagine your name being Prop Wash Junction Biplane.
The cool thing about Prop Wash Junction Biplane is it's just, to me, one of those cars that's, like you said, it's a very forgotten item, which I'm very drawn to, but it's also just so stupidly obscure. It's like, yeah, it's a Plains background character designed for Air Mater, and do you know, I didn't know this until I edited the Plains video. Do you know how little screen time the Prop Wash Junction biplane has? It's like the least focused on plane there.
Well, I mean, it does appear in. I think I mentioned where it appeared in Plains. It appears in the air show.
Does it also?
Air show,
It does. It appears when Mater's driving through the town very, very briefly.
Yeah, and it also appears in Plains when Dusty's getting ready to do the trials. I remember screenshotting it.
Okay, I'll have to look. I didn't know they reused it.
Just blank. He's just a blank Barney Storm. He's not even accurate because his prop is the wrong.
It would be so awkward to fit that into my collection. Just put it with the Cars tunes.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would just fit it into their Plains collection. I would probably put it with the Cars tunes.
Yeah.
Imagine if every car had a label for their feature, McQueen with rotating wheels.
McQueen with Ka-chow sticker.
McQueen
No,
with
no, hear me out.
McQueen with red paint.
No, because there's a red McQueen, there's a blue McQueen, there's a
Dark
blank
blue
raw
McQueen.
die-cast McQueen.
There are just.
How about the corn plane? Is that the piston in 12? Not to be confused with piston 11.
No, I think they mean. I assume they mean Kate the Corn Cop Girl.
Yeah. Yeah, she's cool. She's cool. You know, I might get her. I've been meaning. I've mentioned that on the server too. I've been meaning to make more planes. I feel like recently I've kind of like had a look back on planes and thought, I don't know. Alright, no, wait, hold on. No, I'll save this for another time. It's just, I'm probably gonna mention this when you upload it. You ever notice how Prop Wash Junction just like barely focused on any of the planes movies? It's just kind of like
It's
a
there.
place.
Yeah. That's not something I really discussed, but it is a fair point.
Yeah, because like Radiator Springs is like rich and there's like a bunch of like lively characters, and then Planes it's just like there's the guy who is like the best, like the most interesting thing they have is corn.
Yeah.
That's like not really.
It's so like it's much more generically stereotypical than that.
Radiator Springs is a happy place. If Radiator Springs is a happy place, Prop Wash Junction is an okay place.
Yeah, it's not even a sad place. It's fine. And I get the vibe they were going for, but still.
Yeah. Look out now.
People are fighting about NASCAR in my comments. I don't understand. I don't speak this language. I know the cars with the faces, not the ones without, guys. I'm sorry.
Sal Masciani.
Actually, the one behind Finn isn't Sal Masciani. Sal Masciani is somewhere else.
Yeah, I remember forgetting where he was.
Radiator Springs feels like its own character. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
I was gonna mention earlier if there was like a Disney Store car that you'd want to see made as a Mattel diecast, because there are quite a few Disney Store exclusive cars. Like I think this may have been one you don't remember, but they made it in Apollo 13.
Yeah, they did.
Disney Store.
I mean, the first one my mind goes to is Midnight Run McQueen. I'm surprised they haven't done that. That's basically like transforming McQueen, but hardcore. With the ripped off wrap and stuff. I'm really surprised that's one Mattel hasn't done. That's one of like, I should definitely do like a discussion video on this. I think it's a good topic. There's like a gold mine of significant Cars 3 items they just haven't touched.
Yeah. I mean, some of them, I guess, kind of make sense, like Damage McQueen, obviously, because I think he's just the least toyable. Like,
I mean, I have my theories on that. I think I've discussed that before. I think my theory was that, like, he looks dead. Like, his eyes are closed, he's wrecked. Also, you cannot pull off that spoiler being completely ripped.
Yeah, you have to, like, stylize it. I think Damage Rod Torque Redline is pretty stylized in his damage. Like, compared to the movie, like, it's a lot more exaggerated. Like, yeah, like, in the movie, his hood is a lot less, like, damaged. And also, I'm pretty sure his license plate isn't hanging by a thread, but it looked cute, I guess. It looked fun. Kind of reminds me of, like, the Lego stuff. It looks, like, more stylized.
Mm-hmm.
More, like...
I never actually really looked into it in that way, but you're probably right. I really like Damage Rod Redline.
Happy I got him last year. He was definitely one of the fun ones to get. Actually, hold on. Alright, new reveal about my collection. I keep all of my spies, or at least a majority of my spies, on my desk. They're in a little like cabinet that I pull out. They're in like a drawer. So I have Finn, Polly. I also keep my Dusties next to them for no reason, so it's really funny. Just seeing Finn, Damage Rod Torque Redline, and then qualifying Dusty.
How much did you get Damaged Rod for? How much is he? Did you get him
I
loose?
think yeah, I got him and Rod. I remember specifically the time I got I got 4 cars. I got the 2 rods for like $20, I think.
Okay.
They were my first eBay offer. I also got Nutty with oil cans and the small Fred. The oil cans is definitely a fun one, just because definitely one of the more obscure Cars characters. I love obscure Cars variants. I'm sorry if I repeat myself.
No. You're. I believe that's the correct opinion. Good job. No, you're very right. I think I got Damaged Rod and Grem in box in the 2-pack in 2018 for a little over $20.
I still need Grem after all this time. Like, I only have 2 gremlins. It's Greebles and Jake Kirby Gremlin. I don't have Grem for some reason. I really want the Walmart one. I don't know why.
Well, I'm just Grem, and that's enough. He's coming back now, so.
Yeah. Imagine they base them off the Walmart versions.
Who's
Just these super obscure, like, expression variants.
I actually I had a plan to get the Walmart one. I found a very good deal on the Finn with Weapon 2-pack that I gotta jump on soon.
I say go for that one. I got one too, but I skipped it.
That and Mater with Spyglass, and if I buy those, I'll actually have both the Acer and Grem 2-pack variants.
Yeah, I saw Fred Fispowski on this site called Mercari. I told you about it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool place. I kind of like it was damaged, but I kind of prefer that because Fred is one of my least favorite, just because I feel like he just kind of looks like a yellow Acer.
Yeah,
he just. I mean,
to me, as somebody who is legally color confused, they just look the same. Acer is already a very yellow green.
Yeah, I think if they focused on making him more rusty to differentiate him from Acer.
If they made him now, he definitely look more different. I remember being very upset with Tyler Gremlin as a kid. His backstory was just depressing.
Kids bullied him, so now he bullies other people on the street.
I don't know. I was a very bullied child. To find a car with my name and have that be the backstory it made me really upset.
He was bullied, so he joined the mafia, the Cars equivalent of the mafia.
That's my that's actually my backstory. Little known fact.
When the mafia is an aesthetic, a thread.
We live from Cars Ignite. Let me get my voice ready. We live in a society where Eduardo doesn't have Grem. That's it.
Yeah.
That's sorry to hear that. I mean, look.
I have the next best thing.
Jake.
Trunk off.
You have Jake Kirby. I don't have Jake Kirby.
Yeah. Mine was brute. Wait, no, that's another. One of the things I'm gonna take this time to talk about one of my favorite things about the Cars, like collecting, because I don't know if anyone else brings this up, but I love when I have the cars that have fun stories attached to them.
Yeah.
And I'd say Jay Kirby and Carvin McQueen is an interesting one.
I was actually going to ask you how you got Jay Kirby, so that's a great segue.
Yeah, the time I think I got my driver's license. That was when I first got my driver's license, and I got him and Carvin McQueen. I think I had an offer on both of them, and I was just like, "Ooh, yes, I want these two," especially Jay Kirby, since I want to get all the lemon heads.
Jay Kirby's pretty expensive, right?
Beaten up, but I suppose if it's a lemon, it doesn't really matter.
If I remember correctly, he's like $70 new in box.
I think I saw one for 50 once.
Okay, I know Cars Ignite got him pretty recently. I
hope you get him someday, or maybe he'll get re-released.
I think he's got a pretty good chance of being re-released. He's the only lemon head I don't have. So I mean, I got Ivan for a stupid good deal, so I'm okay. I'm doing just fine.
You kind of motivated me to get Ivan, because I wanted Ivan for a long time, and then when you got him, I was like, oh, you're right, I should probably jump on that.
Ivan was pretty unobtainable, honestly. I just got a really good deal. I just found an auction with a lot. Yeah, yours loose for 20? That's crazy. Is Jay Kirby the one from Detroit? Yeah.
Yes. Not to be confused with Don Crumlin from, I guess, London. No, my new headcanon is Don Crumlin is actually just a British lemon. He has nothing to do with the Cars 2 spies.
He was just
lives
there.
in London. He was watching the race.
Yeah, he just wanted to have a good time. Why is J. Kirby so expensive? I own 2 because I found them at stores all the time. Also, Marion ought to turn my extra J. Kirby into a Gremlin bodyguard. I don't know, man. I was very on and off collecting in 2013. So I'm not really sure. You'd have to ask somebody else. Unfortunately for you. Sorry, my doctor says I have to do a Bane impression at least once a day for my own health, so I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I know what it's like to wear a mask.
Nobody cared who I was till I put on the mask. One of these days.
That's why I started saying bad diecasts.
One of these days, I'm gonna fully, I'm just gonna fully do a Bane impression for the entire stream, and everybody's gonna leave. I will become the first YouTube channel to go all the way down to 0 subscribers, and I'll be proud of it too.
Oh, wait, nobody's ever done that before.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody has. I know we keep records for like most subscribers lost, but has anybody actually gone all the way down to 0? And can the first one to do that please be Ty2? There are only like 340 subscribers on there, so.
Yeah. I forgot. I remember wanting to do a 200 subscriber special, and then I somehow hit 800. I don't know how that happened. I think. No, I'm not gonna be rude and say some of them might have been bots. I can never tell these days.
I'm now in the live stream, and
Hi, Bane.
It's me, Tom Hardy. Venom: The Last Dance is in theaters now, and it kind of sucks. Nah.
I think I apologized to Ty earlier about Joker 2 being a disappointment.
It's okay, I've coped with it. I'm going to tie 2 airplanes together, and I'm going to explode both of them, and then I'm gonna blow up a football field.
Please make it names.
Here's a super cool fun fact. The football players are actual football players in that movie.
They just asked them, hey, can you play football in this one place? We need it for a movie.
Proceeds to explode field. I think his this Bane was actually a Build-A-Figure, but they sold him as a single with his swanky jacket. So his hand comes off a lot. His hand is stuck in the coat.
It kind of looks like a wallet for a second. His coat looked like a wallet.
Storing my money inside a Bane. So if I want to, I could just fully disassemble.
Like take apart and put back together.
Yeah, there you go. I'm glad I didn't monetize my stream. I think the gore and violence here is a bit too much for current YouTube.
Because this stream is a portal to another realm.
Oh my gosh, I just fully ripped his shoulder off. Bane, no!
What Vane didn't know is that he was actually a toy. Hi, I'm Sterling. I have literally nothing going on now the headlight zone is over.
Yeah.
I'm just so sad right now.
He's not doing too well. I mean, I am gonna make that movie. I don't know if anybody took that seriously, but that's a thing I'm doing.
Yeah, I remember you announcing a Headlight Zone movie. I think it was last year.
No, it was at the end of this year's episode, but I wanted to do it before. I think I've spoken about it.
I swear you talked about a Headlight Zone movie somewhere earlier.
Probably. Now, we were actually going to do a video together ranking Headlight Zone episodes, and that kind of fell through for the last 2 years on account of me getting sick at the end of every October. I think it would be a great way to promote the movie.
Yeah, it would be fun. I'm still saving my full thoughts on the Sterling, the not Sterling gets fired. The Headlight Zone gets canceled.
Yeah.
Because like it is just so amazing. I loved every bit of it.
I mean, I think it is by far the best Headlight Zone episode, but it's also not a very Headlight Zone-y episode of Headlight Zone.
Yeah, I think it and Lab 350 are probably tied for me. Spoilers, I guess. I ranked my episodes because I thought I was going to watch Thai rank them, and I was just going to spectate and just give commentary.
And I thought we were ranking them together on the same tier list, so there was just kind of miscommunication there. But no, I think that the Headlight Zone gets canceled is easily one of the funniest videos I've ever made.
Yeah, just the absurdity of it.
I just like how much I break every part of that series. I love that it becomes it's not just the Headlight Zone, it is fully a mockery of my channel and of me as a person.
It's like a trip down memory lane, except you're just making fun of everything.
Yeah, I actually had to cut a scene where I made fun of errors and inconsistencies because I thought it was too mean.
Yeah. I still kind of like errors and inconsistencies. I guess just because I always interpret it more as like a fun like look back at like stupid things that happen in the Cars Diecast line.
I mean, that's what it is.
Actually, fun trivia.
That's what it is. I have a few more I wanna do. I'm not really sure what I'll discuss. I want to try to find some more unique things I haven't really talked about yet, but there are some more I wanna.
I think I wanted to list of things. I think I put some plane stuff in there. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with planes. I think Dusty Crawhopper put a microchip into my brain and made me think about planes at random times.
You too?
Just as a button to press.
I mean, I think. I mean, I actually had a special Planes edition of Errors and Inconsistencies planned at one point. Robin was helping me make the list, but I mean, we'll see. Maybe for guest host week next year, if you got a good roster. I'll have to see.
Yeah.
I do want to do some more episodes. How about that fight last night? I wasn't awake for it. I just woke up and saw everyone on the internet saying it was pathetic.
Yeah, he didn't even use a star punch.
Wow, he didn't even activate a. I'm just saying, if Little Mac were in that ring, it would have been far more interesting.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm a Zero Suit Samus main. I know what I'm talking about.
Samus is cool. I played Metroid Zero Mission. I should get a physical. I should buy more video games.
I really should too. That's yeah, no, I'm my main in Smash is Zero Suit Samus, which has made several people say things to me regarding that. I like how fast she moves. I never liked slow moving video game characters.
Yeah, I sort of get you. I think
there's definitely a play style, and it's not mine. But yeah, I mean, I've beaten some pretty good people. Literally, like, come at me. I'm a bad Smash player. I never bought the second DLC pack, so I've never played as Minecraft Steve. I'm sorry.
I rented Smash Bros. Recently, and I didn't unlock anything, and I just gave up on it. I think Smash is just not a game you can rent. I think you have to actually like put in the time and effort to play the full thing. I don't think you can just like. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Victor Escobedo. I was able to work things out and grind it out and get all the characters in like 2 days. Took a while, but
I guess this is my adios. This is my final curtain. And I faced my final curtain. I don't know how to sing Frank Sinatra. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Yeah, it's Yeah, I remember my high school had a Smash Bros. Tournament. I wasn't there. Um,
Oh wait, hold on, wait. Before I go, I have to show off my little man.
but you're leaving?
This is our heavyweight.
Yo, that's Swift alternator. I can't show it
Yeah.
to this stream. It'll require me to do intense camera maneuvers.
You have to enter drift mode and press the wall button at the same time.
Ah, I hate when that happens. So I did we my school had a Smash tournament, but they refused DLC characters. Like I guess the school doesn't want to pay $5 for Byleth.
No, that's probably a good thing.
It's okay.
Spend $5 on Byleth.
I was the one guy that was happy with Byleth. I'm the person everybody hates that's happy when they put Fire Emblem characters in Smash Bros.
I haven't played Fire Emblem. I just really like Lucina specifically.
Yeah, I've played a good deal of Awakening. I actually have little known Thai lore fact. My chair has pockets in it, and in one of those pockets is Fire Emblem Awakening. I don't know why it's not with my other games, but it's here.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, my chair has pockets. If you ever look, you know how when I use it as Carburetor Canyon, there's always a ramp? The ramp is the pocket turned inside out.
I never realized that. I never thought about that. Oh, wait, where's my... Okay, no, it's better now.
Yeah. I mean, I played Fire Emblem, got married, stopped playing about a week later. Got married in the game, not in real life.
No, never forget Cheryl.
Poor Cheryl. Oh, I used to have this running joke where Cars Wiki, write that down. Ties Wiki to be a page, write that down. I used to have this running joke where I claimed I was left by some woman named Cheryl who was awful.
Yeah.
I reference it on my server.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt. It was just like, okay, because Louis the Cat made the main edit recently of the swap Mike Wazowski meme.
Yeah.
You know, the one
Yeah,
where
I saw
his
it.
face. It inspired me to do my own. I really loved. I think my favorite part of when I just randomly decided to do edits of the drive-in cars was when I edited the scene from A Bug's Life to match the edited image of Flick and.
That was really funny. I wish I could show it on stream. But for those of you who don't know, the 2-pack of the Flick and PT Flea cars is an edited screenshot to make it look like they were in the same shot, and he fully edited PT Flea next to Flick.
He had to make a PNG of PT Flea, the character I'm pretty sure most Pixar fans won't remember. Actually, no, not Pixar fans. Pixar fans probably remember, but like PT Flea is one of those characters. I think. Does he have merch outside of the Cars diecast?
Oh, I have no idea. PT Flea PNG would be like a sick band name.
PNG Flea.
Flea.
Yeah, shout out to Louie the Cat. Louie the Cat's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'll show more about the secrets of my chair. Because, like, nobody knows that the chair I film Carburetor Canyon on is the chair that I sit in for reviews.
95.
In fact, nobody knows that I'm sitting in that chair right now.
Plot twist. This has been the Ties live
The
stream.
Twilight Zone.
Sterling hosts a live stream. I would watch that if there was just a full like black and white live stream and it's just Sterling talking.
I don't think I could pull that off, but it would be incredibly funny. Okay, well, I should probably bring our next guest on. Thank you for joining me today. Are there any very important final words you'd like to tell the people?
I think there is one thing. Hold on, let me get my boy out for this. Remember, if I'm lying, I'm crying.
That's the thing the guy from Cars says. He said the thing.
Don't look up information on Craigslist, kids. That's where I got this guy from.
No.
That's actually the joke. They're just,
Alright.
see you guys.
Thank you for joining us.
This was fun. Really happy. Can't wait to be on more of these.
Woo.
Hopefully.
Anyway, guys, we're moving right along on to our next guest. All right, we're getting our next guest. Depending on how things go, it might be the last one. I don't know, but you know, this is somebody you're all probably very familiar with. Please welcome the creator of the hit short film "The Nile Is Dead," Cars Ignite 95.
The Nile is dead?
The Nile is dead? What if we just spent the entire time you were on the stream only doing that?
I'm gonna have to turn down my stream. Mute the stream now. Because that's gonna be so weird hearing two of you and two of me, you know? Well, on stream will be three of you.
Actually, there are 5 ties on screen and 1 behind the camera, so that's a grand total of 6.
You're right, oh my gosh.
That's really scary. It's like what Calypso said. It's me and my escaped clone.
Still can't get over that.
Just trying to get out.
I love that.
Oh, it was so impressive.
I just love Calypso's skip from the new.
Yeah, Calypso was our first guest. Said some very insightful things. He also gave me very private information about how to obtain my very own tiger poster.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Elijah. And yes, Eduardo made the assets for the guessing game part.
Yeah, that was pretty good. The best part, here's the thing. So Cars Ignite asks me to go on a call with him to watch his segments for Cars Randomness. I was not told ahead of time. About The Nile is Dead. I did not know about it. We have Cars Ignite 95 on. You may know him from such hit videos as like every one of my live streams. Yeah, so
Nile is dead.
Yeah, so I was not aware of that being a thing. So it was so funny. And I'm gonna be so real. I didn't get the joke. And I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I didn't get the joke until the very end when the outro played.
It's Purple Toad.
Hey! It's Royce Rumsley!
From the hit short film "The Nile is Dead." And let's just put "Nile is Dead" on the short film circuit and get it some awards, man.
Anyways, I don't know why, but when you guys talking about J. Kirby Gremlin, I decided to search up the J. Kirby Gremlin. Actually, I came across a listing that labels J. Kirby Gremlin as Dawn as J. Kirby, and it was a factory custom listing. You're never gonna believe what they list Walmart Finnick Missile as. You're gonna laugh.
What do they call him?
Carry a gun Finnick Missile.
Well, it is Finnick Missile with a weapon.
But carry a gun?
Carry a gun, Finnick Missile. It's instructions, actually. They're telling him how to prepare for the fight. That's like how they named Charlie Brown specials. Carry a gun, Finnick Missile.
Yeah. Wait, oh my gosh. There's so much Nile talk right now.
Did you find any good prices for J. Kirby?
Mainly on Mercari is where that's where I got my J. Kirby.
Yeah, I guess I gotta check
eBay,
Mercari. I'm usually afraid of Mercari. Mercari looked at me funny in middle school, and I've had beef ever since.
The only listing I found on eBay that's a good deal is $27 loose.
Okay, is that good condition?
Let me check again.
I probably won't buy it. I think at this point, him coming back is a pretty likely.
It is actually pretty good condition. Oh, day. I was about to say, is he missing a mirror? But no, he's good. He has no chips at all.
Oh, okay. Maybe I should look into that.
Yeah, you should get him because he is J. Kirby Gremlin from Detroit.
Think of all the awful jokes I can make in Cars Adventures.
Yeah.
He's Detroit. Ha 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 ha.
Like, you could make so many. You could do so much stuff with him. That you could have his whole joke keep saying that he's from he's done so much stuff in Detroit. Like, I broke the ice cream machines at a McDonald's in Detroit.
Yeah, it would be funny if he just like ends every few sentences. Yeah, like you said, it's just the concept of he constantly
mentions
mentions
Detroit.
his past adventures in Detroit. Like when I lived in Detroit, it's like shut up, we know already.
That would be great. I love that.
Well, if I'm doing more lemon stuff in Cars Adventures, which I am very soon, it is gonna be a little awkward if I don't have Jay Kirby. It'll be really funny to have some random explanation for where he is, because I don't own him. Jay Kirby actually repainted himself into Thailand Graham.
Oh, I ate a ham sandwich and a hot dog in Detroit.
I think it's ham sandwich with a hot dog. It's so confusing. I don't know anymore.
I don't know anymore.
I've said it both ways. It's you know,
It's
a ham sandwich with a hot dog. Like, what more can you ask for?
also I might as well bring this up, but can we agree it's crazy that I get to be in I got to be in two projects in the same year earlier in the year I got to be part of Guest Host Week with Cars 2 in a nutshell, and now I got to be part of the 10K randomness, which that was epic.
And you've also been on a lot of live streams.
Well, you haven't done as many live streams this year.
I haven't. A lot of the ones I've done have been solo ones, which, I mean, when I do these later live streams, I like doing them alone sometimes. It's 10 o'clock where I am, so I can't do this forever. But
I've got a question for you, buddy.
yeah, that's me. I am the buddy.
How many Tylo Ren, how many
That's me.
items do you still have left?
To review.
Yeah.
So someone asked me that earlier in the stream, and I guess we'll bring it up again, and I will, let me pull up my list. It's roughly 20. I was saying I unfortunately won't be able to finish them. So let me see here. Okay. With Project 10K and I'm starting finals and stuff, it's hard to get everything done that I want to. So Boost with Flames, who I think you could see off to the side here. He's the next review.
Yeah.
Guido with Cloth and Disney Store Muir. Those are two very random ones, but they're ones I found. From the Ivanhall, Shifty, and Blue Grit. The next review after Boost is Shifty. From the Piston Hall, Gil, Doug Speed Check, Artist Ramon, Show, and the McQueen Factory Custom. Unfortunately, YouTube recently made a change where my polls can only have 4 options instead of 5, so it's kind of weird right now. From the Robin Hall, Carbon Racers Carla, Echo, Silver Jeff, Silver Hudson Horn and Piston Cut McQueen, MA Brake Drum, and Supercharged Dusty.
I cannot wait to see the factory custom get reviewed.
So it's 16 cars. Today is November 16th. If I do one every day, I will only have 2 cars left come December.
That'd be awesome.
So I'll try my best. I'll get as many as I can done, but that's assuming I don't find anything else. I also have a few other reviews I have to release as soon as I get weird product testing out. I'll probably either sprinkle them in across. The plan for the next Cards Adventure, the Cards Adventure season is going to end by the end of the month, and then I'm actually pre-recording to have the next season out daily across December. So I'm not going to have much time to do other stuff.
I'd say I would say, if anything, save all your review, except for Boost, and a few, maybe do Boost and a few others, but then save the rest of them for maybe January.
Yeah. I mean, I will have the Christmas haul stuff. You still haven't reviewed the plane train. Didn't you get him like half a year ago? Yeah, I've had about like 50 items to review since the summer, so it's been taking a while, but I think it's okay. I said this earlier in the stream, but it's really nice to have. It's nice to have something to fall back on. It's nice to always have something I've never reviewed before. So
Also,
I'm not really stressed out about that. If I had it my way, I wouldn't still be reviewing the cars I got in May and January, but there are just so many to get through. So I really don't mind.
Another question I have is, how you doing on don't spoil anything, but how are you still gonna be able to be on schedule for 10K?
Yeah. So
How's the movie coming along?
So to give an update on the projects of Project 10K. The next Project 10K video was supposed to be out today, the Cancel Projects video. I said this earlier in the stream before you joined, but I had a final project due for one of my classes this week, so that took up a lot of my time. 30 minutes of the Cancel Projects video was recorded. I think it's probably going to end up being about 45 minutes, so the goal is to get it out tomorrow or Monday. And stay on schedule. After that's the behind the scenes video, and then the fun facts video and other stuff. Everything is perfectly on schedule with the exception of the video that was supposed to be out today. Everything else I'm on the right track with. I'm not concerned. It's gonna turn out just fine.
Good.
But the movie, the Cars Adventures movie, I actually haven't filmed it. It's a project that I'm going to spend probably about a weekend on. I can't give away any information about it.
Speaking of movies, I do have a question.
No, Venom 3 isn't good.
How many days did it take for you to film Cars 4?
I don't quite remember. I broke it up over the course of a few weeks, but maybe like 7 days total of work, like. I don't entirely remember. Yeah, there is no Project 11K. I don't think there's a, I don't think I have an 11,000. I'm already at almost 10,100. At this rate, I'll be a good few hundred in. I think that's pretty funny. But I mean, I don't do specials every 1,000. And as my channel gets bigger, I think there's an assumption that it may start growing faster. And if that's the case, I can't be stopping for every 1,000. I have no plan to do a Ties Cars 5 of any kind. No, I'm not expanding that. Actually, in my upcoming canceled projects video, I talk about exactly that. I talk about a canceled follow-up to Ties Cars 4. Can't wait for when Type 2 has Project Zero, where we all unsubscribe from 2. Yeah, I have a lot of really fun stuff I'm excited to talk about with the canceled projects video. There's a lot of stuff I have spoken about, but a lot of stuff I just simply haven't really said. I'm gonna play you all a.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Can I ask one thing? Do you mind if you reveal one thing, and if I ask you?
Sorry, I only recorded 20 minutes actually.
By the way, for this canceled project,
Mm-hmm.
can you confirm or deny? Can you confirm if there will be if we'll see any of the footage from Multiversal Dash?
You know, talking about Multiversal Dash is something I've really been debating about for this video. because I never officially said it was canceled. But I think I will. I think if I am not sure if I still have footage. There's very little footage I did. But if I do have it, I can definitely stitch it together. I know there's a song I wrote for it. There are a few videos. There is the original season premiere for the most recent Cars Adventure season. There are a good few videos I recorded that I'll have snippets of. I actually have, if I remember to include this, I actually have a very old stop motion from about 5 years ago that I want to include.
Wait, 5 years ago, but oh, is it something you forgot to include in the original that you had?
Yeah.
Because you started your channel more than 5 years ago.
Yep.
Pretty sure.
Mhm.
It's crazy that it's almost been 10 years of your channel, dude.
Oh yikes! I never thought of it like that. Yeah. So let's see.
In 3 years, it will be 10 years of time.
So I'm looking back through my files here, and I'm not entirely sure if I have that footage. I might, for what I filmed for Multiversal Dash. I'm not sure if I do. I've got some good old footage here from last year. I do not believe I have that anymore, unfortunately. But I know I have the song I wrote for, I know I have the song I wrote.
Well, that's sad.
Well, I have so here's the thing. The only scene I filmed for Multiversal Dash was just McQueen racing in the beginning.
Wait, that's all?
Yeah.
You didn't even fit. So wait.
Thank you for joining us, Carsboy95. Say it!
Crazy. You did it. That's crazy. I thought you filmed all those scenes from. So the trailer you just filmed. The trailer. The trailer was just a draft.
Yeah. Oh, hey! I found a deleted video I didn't even know about that I recorded when I was sick last Halloween about error items I have. I could edit that together into the Cancel Projects video. So there's some good stuff in there.
Ooh.
Hey, wait a minute! I found the Multiversal Dash footage!
Yo.
So I'm gonna try to stitch it together as best I can. It's roughly 3 minutes though, so it's not much. I'm not gonna get into the plot though in case I choose to reuse it. I still don't want to reveal who the villain of Multiversal Dash was. I still have that custom.
Unless you include him in your collection video.
I will have to not. I can't include that in the new custom mega review. But I do fully have a plan with the new Cars Adventures movie. Obviously, I've created a custom for it. I've created a few customs for it actually. One of them is directly off to the side of my camera, and I won't show it. It's a story I'm excited to tell that I think is pretty funny. And it's a story that I think fits into the world of Cars Adventures pretty well, and it's a good introduction to people who don't know Cars Adventures. I think it works if you're a Cars Adventures fan or not. When it's a movie, there are immediately more eyes on it, so you gotta make it more accessible.
Of course.
I'm not gonna... I do still have Multiversal Dash McQueen. Yeah, I will feature that in the custom mega review. Very excited to film the mega review. It's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be fun. I don't know why, but I've filmed gonna be an hour-long mega review this time.
I'm a little concerned. I think it genuinely, like, the original mega review. So I did a list. The original mega review was 52 minutes. The Cars 4 mega review was 36. It's all of that plus it's every custom. It's every single one.
Well,
Thank you for
except
joining
the
us,
ones
Elijah.
that-
Except for what?
Well, except for the ones that you repainted already.
Yeah. So I do have a list on my server
Wait. Who do you...
that
Do you have... I'm just talking about us, but I forget. You still have, like, one Redline guy, right?
I have Redline Ernie Gearson, and that
Oh
might
my
be the
God.
only one left. Sheldon, but Sheldon wasn't in the movie.
Oh, yeah. So are you even going to get into the mini racers, or are you just going to be on 150?
I'm not going to do mini racers yet. I have 128 customs currently.
Oh, geez. And then you'd have, like, what, 50 mini racer customs?
I have about 50, yeah. I'm not going to do the minis here.
Alright, bye, Elijah Ebro. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the...
Alright, go.
I'm not going to do the minis.
See you, boy.
I didn't have any other customs for Multiversal Dash or anything. So, you know.
Whatever you do, what? What do you not want me... I don't...
I think he's going to warn you against eating the free pistachio ice cream. I think it's turned.
Oh. Well, you already said it. You already said
You
it
did
the
say that in
chat.
my
You already-
chat.
But yeah, Eduardo influenced the Nile fencing. It was his idea. Which, honestly, it works. Like, sword fight with Niles. Sticky liner is a lightsaber. That actually would work. Can we still agree it was hilarious how much salt flats was in the new?
Yeah, there was a weirdly high amount of salt flats content in that video. That was not my intention. I mean, you used a ton of salt flat stuff, but then I unknowingly had salt flat segments, and Plushy Rama had some salt flats jokes. A lot of us, for whatever reason, did a lot of salt flats jokes. And I think this is going to sound insanely stupid, but it actually made me like the Salt Flats cars a little more. It was really fun to see everybody take these background characters that are often kind of, the fans at this point often kind of find repetitive and annoying. But it was kind of nice to see all of us individually come up with separate personalities for these characters.
I mean, I started it with the when I did the 2 Salt Flats themed segments I did in the randomness I did with the That's Jammin' joke, and then the other one I did was the one with the Gangster's Paradise parody, which was Gearston's Paradise.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad you did the Nobody Likes You pile up and the little Fillmore jokes for me. I was actually originally going to have this episode include the final Nobody Likes You pile up segment, where the joke would be that he finally finds someone who does like him. I ditched that. If you guys haven't checked out the new Cars Randomness, please watch it. It's one of the funniest videos in the history of my channel, I think.
Yes, it was perfect. It would have been. Wonder what it would have made it more.
It's a little long for a Cars Randomness, and that might be a deterrent for some people, but I'd love it.
Imagine if it was Cars Randomness, the movie, where it was an hour long.
Maybe that's the next step. We're gonna have to do something special for number 20. I'm gonna save the finale to Nobody Likes You pile up for episode 20. What I really liked about that Cars Randomness, though, something I was really proud of, with the exception of the "oh yeah, woo" joke, which is a running joke, every segment I did was original. Every segment I did was a new segment that wasn't a reference to a past one. And I was really proud of myself for that. I love following up
Oh,
pre-existing
yeah,
running
yeah,
jokes.
and
but-
what about the Little Fillmore?
Yeah, that's like a special case, I think. Lowell Fillmore came out of retirement for that.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if the thumbnail is the problem. Like, it doesn't really look like a Cars Randomness thumbnail. I think it's okay. I like that thumbnail.
I really love it. It highlights like some of the best parts about this randomness.
I want to see how it... Let me check my analytics. I want to see if it's doing... I mean, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping it would do a little better, but it's doing fine. It's got over 1,000 views already. Like, it's doing just fine. But I do want to see... I want to see how it's doing versus the last Cars Randomness, I wonder. Cars Randomness videos always do well, but also they kind of, like...
Oh shoot! I just remembered you have one more item to review. I almost forgot. You also have the Rusty's Double Circuit Speedway.
Yeah, that's actually in the Cancel Projects video.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that fell through. Okay, so Cars Randomness 17 at this time had 1,500 views, and Cars Randomness 18 has 1,200. So a little less than the last one, but I mean that's how it goes. Welcome to YouTube, right?
It's doing good. I mean, hey.
Yeah, it's doing good for sure.
I mean,
Actually, for reference, at this time, Cars Randomness 16 had 917 views, and Cars Randomness 18 has 1,200. It's so case by case, and that's my advice to anyone starting YouTube. Don't let the numbers bother you, because it's so case by case, it could drive you crazy.
Yeah, it's so weird how, after season 4 of my series, season 3 of my series, when season 4 came back, it had a huge big comeback with 200 views on the first episode. But now these episodes have been in less than 2 days. But now my episodes have not been have been like kind of on and off with.
Yeah, that's how Cars Adventures goes. For me, the biggest inconsistency I see is reviews. I was
say, even though it took 2 years. I had a little 2-year hiatus. Would you say that made my series fall from grace?
I don't think so. I think there's an audience there, right? For me, the biggest surprise is always reviews. I'm constantly surprised by how reviews do.
Yeah, reviews are, well, especially on new items for both of us. I mean,
yeah, there are times where I've reviewed new items and it has not done as well as I thought, and other times where just the most random items blow up.
For me, what's weird is the NASCAR lane change got 4.5k views on my channel, and then
Playset's sent to do good.
Drift mode, the drift mode McQueen never did really great.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely identify patterns, but I was really surprised to see my reviews of the GRC minis all really underperformed. And I was really surprised by that.
Meanwhile, mine, I got 1k on my mini racer review when I did all of them at once.
For the GRC?
Yeah, I think it's because you're a bit late to get it.
Yeah, no, I was late to the party. Everybody else found them in July. But oftentimes that actually doesn't affect me. But I don't know, it's different. It's so case by case, and that's what makes it really, really interesting. But also hard if you're like a numbers person. I'm not, so. Or I try not to be. Yeah, but I loved how that Cars Randomness episode, going back to what I was saying a few minutes ago. I love that most of the segments I did. Ty, do you keep track of every car you own? I have a list. Robin actually helps me keep it. I have a list of every car I own in order of where it fits in my collection, yeah. It's very meticulous. I helped Cars Ignite set up his own list like that, actually.
And you helped me, too.
Yeah, I said that. I said I helped you make your list.
Which I know if you don't mind, but if you don't mind, I would like because I'll probably have a huge haul of cars for Christmas.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm really proud that Cars Randomness was almost entirely original segments on my part. The Trivia Master Tie is something I'm definitely going to bring back. Just making up the fakest trivia. I really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a segment I really liked. I wanted to do it a few more times, but I did 4 and I thought that was enough. the Finland McMissile strike joke is somehow like, again talking about my analytics, it's like when YouTube like measures the spikes in your views. One of them is Finland McMissile strike.
Finland McMissile was pretty funny, not gonna lie.
I almost cut that. I was like, is that too mean? I mean, look, this Salt Flats Boys song I love.
Why do we exist?
Yeah, I love the Salt Flats Boys. I love Trivia Master Ty. I love a lot of the other segments that other people did, but just on the subject of mine, I really liked a lot of them this time.
So, wait, was the Salt Flats Boys song a parody, or was it...
No, that was original.
Just curious.
I love the opening.
How many times how often is it that your songs are parodies of something, and how often is it that not?
I usually, if it's a parody, I'll usually state it. It's usually pretty obvious to tell. Most of them are original, but
Most of them are original.
a lot of them are.
I know. I can't think of very many for how many parodies, but I can think of Just Drive and the Gearston thing from this season.
Yeah, most of the songs in Lap 3 have been parodies, but usually they're original. Not the one in the Fillmore episode, that was original.
Wait. How many songs? Have we only had 3 or 4 songs in...
There's only been one song in each season, but there were no songs in season 4.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is my only can of tomato soup.
Yeah, I thought that was so funny. My favorite sketch from Rusty's 95. My favorite sketch in the episode was the one where Doc comes back from the dead. I thought that was so funny.
Calypso was for Calypso. It was definitely the Deflated McQueen.
I love Calypso's. I think I like the Mac Town sketch from Calypso is my favorite.
But I still wonder how was he? How where was Calypso? I couldn't even see Calypso. How was he doing that when we could only see his hand, I mean, his puppet?
Yeah, I mean, look, Calypso. We had Calypso on earlier. Calypso is Calypso's very Calypso's very committed to staying in character. So it's a little hard to ask some of these important questions that I have for Calypso.
He was? I wish I could have seen Calypso's part of the stream, but
Well, you can go back and rewatch it. He's there for the first 30 minutes. It's
for definitely for Ed, I'd have to for Ed it's probably Sharps. For me.
Yeah, no, there were a lot of really solid things there. So I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream in the next few minutes. It's getting pretty late over here. But before we go, Cars Ignite and I are actually going to sing a coordinated musical number. We're actually going to sing in its entirety "Why Do I Exist" by the Salt Flat Boys, right?
I did not sign up for this.
Okay, here we go. I don't remember any of the words. I thought the opening was genius. I don't remember any of it.
I don't remember. What are you doing, Ty?
I'm launching the missiles at Finland.
Hey, T typing Ty.
Oh, no.
Typing.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I really like the Salt Flat Boys song. I want to bring them back, probably.
You should bring the Salt Flats.
Oh, yeah. I love their stupid... GRC McQueen at Target. That's very cool. I wonder if it's the 2024 or the 2025 one.
I really want a GRC McQueen so bad. You're so lucky.
Oh, you'll find him for sure, man. He's out again in 2025. Like, it will not be hard to get him.
right under my bed right now. Funny enough, right now I still have GRC Francesco still trapped in his plastic prison.
Why does he exist? The color changer. How could you? You liar!
Whack, whack, whack.
Wow, you really had me excited there, man. Yeah. That part. I'm disappointed with the final cut. I do it a bit too quickly. The original was a bit longer.
So yeah, and also, I'm surprised we haven't had a. Wanna know what I'm surprised I haven't seen you do in a while?
Oh no.
There hasn't been any birthday requests in the past months.
There have not. It's the well has dried up recently, and sometimes it's very nice, especially when I'm busy with other things. But I love doing birthday requests. I have it's Cars Like Ninjago's birthday pretty soon. I have a birthday request from him on I want to say the 26th.
Patrick Pace.
Yeah, I think it's the 26th his birthday. So that's in a few weeks.
I can't wait to see what people suggest for suggestions.
So about that, oh no, is Rusties 95 about to drop a birthday request? My birthday is yesterday. Can you build a time machine for me?
By the way, speaking of that, guys, please, you guys, is there if I promote myself right here?
I mean, I could do it. There are only 7 people watching the stream right now, but I can for sure promote it for you.
Because I only have 10 suggestions right now. I need more for 24 Days of Tires 2024. Maybe we're putting it out. I think I probably did put it out way too early.
I think you did. I was very surprised with how early you put it out, but I mean.
Either I did that or the fact that YouTube turned off my comments 2 times.
That too, probably.
Yeah, which is stupid. I hate when YouTube does that.
Gotta love the fact that you're older than me, but because you have a voice that's higher pitched, YouTube constantly thinks you're a child.
Well, they don't mark any of my videos made for kids, actually.
But they just shut the comments off.
Yeah.
Would you be able to review the Precision Series dock for November 26th as a birthday request? So, funny story there. I have a birthday request on November 26th. This is gonna be like. This is gonna be like one of those awkward sitcom plots where the character has a double date. And they have to switch between the 2 dates. But yeah, I can do that. Just that's fine. That means I just have 2 birthday requests. Have I as long as Precision Series dock wasn't on the final 50 list. Oh no, I reviewed them in 2020.
Are you ever gonna get back to Final 50?
Honestly, at this point, the other person is Cars Like Ninjago. His birthday request is I won't say it.
Wait a minute, society where it's Cars Like Ninjago's birthday.
Yeah, I don't really know if I'm gonna come back to Final 50 after what I said about it in my ranking video.
You should just let people be able to suggest them in the 25 days of suggestions, just to get them off your list.
I'll have to see. I mean, that would require me to just never return to the Final 50.
Because if you don't feel like doing Final 50, then what's the point in keeping those cars on that list?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it when you have a drought.
Yeah, the problem is I haven't had that.
But
I still have 20 items left to review.
Yeah, ouch, right there.
well, I'd like to take a moment
Wait, I've got. By the way, I've got a question for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream and I'm gonna go for it.
The Nile's dead?
The Nile is dead.
I had to.
I'd like to take
I
a
know
moment.
You,
Yeah.
and well, I know you would say that Nile. I know you said Nile is dead. I still can't get over how good Purple Toad did on that short.
Thoughts on Bye Cars Return? Bye Cars Return. I'm just.
By the way, what do you think about Bye Cars Return?
I've been
Is
asked
that
this
your-
several times. I've done a lot of crying today. A lot of tears of joy. I've also had very little of an emotional reaction to it, other than oh man, I can't make Bye Cars expensive jokes anymore.
Did you used to call her bye to your wallet car or something?
Well, of course she's Bye to your wallet car, but I have multiple videos planned regarding the return of Bye Car.
For real?
Yeah. One of
I
them
can't wait
one
to-
of them might be pretty soon. And with all that said and done, I'd like to take a moment to thank you, everybody, for watching. I'd like to thank our guests, Calypso and Eduardo, and the Cars Ignite. Thank you for everyone for coming here. And remember, the Nile
The Nile.
is dead. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys around. Bye now. I just dropped what I was holding. That's what that noise was. Bye.